Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have some good news for everyone regarding Delta Force. Yes, they finally did a big Q&A session and they told us a bunch of things that we've been wanting to know, answered all the questions we've been asking, and yes, we do have a date for the next PC test. So let's go over all this stuff. If you enjoy the channel, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on because I plan on being one of the main Delta Force channels. I also stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders and this YouTube channel right here simultaneously. And shout out to my friend Maxic, who is also a big YouTuber. He provided the gameplay in the background. So shout out Maxic. Be sure to show him some love as well. I'll link him in the description. As a lot of you probably know, the alpha test was supposed to take place on July 18th, but was unfortunately delayed, and now we know that the PC NA/EU alpha test is going to be taking place August 6th. So it's right around the corner, definitely shorter of a delay than I anticipated for something like this, and that is definitely a big relief, because I was worried we were going to have to wait like a month or 2 months, but I guess that's my inner Battlefield fear speaking. On top of confirming a PC test date, they have also done a pretty in-depth Q&A session with one of the lead people working on Delta Force. His name is Shadow, and he answered a ton of questions in video format, which I thought was very transparent and cool. One of the biggest questions that he got asked, that was asked a little later in the video, but I want to address it up front, is he was asked, will there be a mode that you can play as a normal soldier without any sort of abilities? Because one thing that I see in the comment section of my videos a lot whenever I cover Delta Force is the game looks cool, but people are worried that they don't want to play the game because of abilities and specialists and operators and all this sort of thing. And Shadow had an interesting answer to this. He answered, no, you will not be able to do that, but he doesn't have any intention of turning Delta Force into a hero shooter. It's basically just soldiers with unique attributes that make the gameplay, quote, more interesting and dynamic. And to be completely honest, ladies and gentlemen, I am tired of hero shooters as well, but it's just one of those things where this is the era of gaming we live in, and I don't think you should let a couple abilities in a game discourage you from trying it, especially when Delta Force is the only Battlefield competitor to come out to have any chance of even competing with Battlefield in about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. Shadow was also asked about the official release date, as in the full release of Delta Force, and he said that they will use these tests to gather feedback and to work to figure that date out, but they said that they want to release the game as soon as possible. Basically, I just think they're trying to get the game ready to be released in their eyes. Another massive topic of contention is, of course, skins. Obviously, people weren't very happy with the way Battlefield 5 or even Battlefield 2042 handles their skins. A lot of people are fed up with these quote-unquote unrealistic skins, and Delta Force devs seem to be aware of that because his answer for this was really, really in tune with what people have been asking for, particularly in the Battlefield community. He said that they will be keeping skins to realistic military themes. So it looks as though you won't see, for instance, a person with an opera mask running around with a cape on like we saw in Battlefield 5. And I think their decision to keep skins realistic is absolutely the correct decision. In fact, they might even make more money off of their cosmetic microtransactions because of this decision. Now on to a gigantic topic of this game that he touched on, anti-cheat. Obviously, this game is going to be free to play and cross-play, so the topic of cheating is a massive one. It's also definitely, in my opinion, the top priority of the game. You do not want cheaters in a combined arms game. It is one of the easiest and most devastating game types to cheat in, and it ruins gameplay across the entire server. Shadow answered this question by saying that cheating is one of their top priorities, and he actually takes a personal role in this aspect of developing Delta Force to create the, quote, GTI anti-cheat team. So it seems that he is directly involved in the anti-cheat as well as the development of the game. Quick reminder, if you do enjoy the content, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and if you want to follow Delta Force, this is the channel for you. So if you are wondering about content, he gave a very detailed explanation as to what the content is going to be like for Delta Force. Each Delta Force season will last approximately 2 to 3 months, and it will include multiple new maps, operators, weapons, and vehicles for multiple different modes. Because as you remember, this game is trying to go for the extraction shooter market and for the Battlefield market, and of course, there's the old Delta Force game mode as well. The developer even went as far to detail that they are currently working on Season 4 content for the game. And if you were paying attention, 3 months, Season 4, which means they're working on content that won't be released until a year after post-launch. So they are way ahead of schedule in terms of content, or so we are being told. We've heard this before, right, with Battlefield 2042. Oh, the game's ahead of schedule. Yeah, we'll see. But if what he is saying is true, and they are truly working on content that won't be released until a full year after launch, that is really impressive. As with almost every single game nowadays, this game will also include a paid version of the Battle Pass and a free version of the Battle Pass. And for those of you wondering if the game will feature any remastered content from older Delta Force games, the developer answered absolutely. So maybe this game will feature some remastered maps and other locations and vehicles and all that sort of thing from older Delta Force titles for people to experience. One of the last things that the developer mentioned is the addition of their dynamic weather system. Apparently, this game functions on a 24-hour dynamic weather system that will actively change the weather as you play the game. This sounds similar to what we experience in Battlefield, although it might be a more advanced version of it, and I don't necessarily think we'll be experiencing any tornadoes in Delta Force. Hopefully not. So all things considered, this is just great news for Delta Force. I'm relieved that it isn't delayed as far as I thought it would be. Again, I mentioned previously in the beginning of the video, I'm used to like Battlefield delaying games for like, a year, like 3 months or something devastating like that. So it's nice to see that it was only a small delay from the original playtest date. And I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, watching Delta Force be played and just hearing more about the game, this is really the only game that I care about that's on my radar right now. I know there's other things like Concord or Marvel Rivals, whatever have you, but Delta Force is right up my alley, and it's really the only game that I am even remotely interested in getting my hands on to play it. Now, make no mistake, just because I'm interested in playing it doesn't mean I'm getting my hopes up, okay? I've learned my lesson multiple times over, okay? So I am just going to go into it understanding that you have to have a certain mindset. A lot of stuff nowadays is glitz and glamour until you actually get your hands on it. So I'm eager to get my hands on it, test things around, mess with the weapon setups, and just experience the game. Let me know if you feel the exact same way in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders and this YouTube channel. If you want to pop by the streams, you can just turn notifications on in the YouTube channel, or you could follow my Twitch stream, first link in the description. Also, thank you again to Maxic for providing the background gameplay for this video. Really appreciate that, brother. Definitely give him some love in the description as well. I'll link his channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about Delta Force and if you're excited to play it, and I will see you guys in the next one.